The second dream, the bench of the leather belt. Later, I had another dream. I found myself back at the same river, only now I wasn't alone. Walking in front of me was a young girl, around 14 to 16 years old, wearing a full apple green dress uniform. I felt an overwhelming, deep spiritual love for her, pure, strong, and beyond explanation. She walked ahead of me, and I followed, both of us working downstairs along river. On the other side of the river loomed this same large mountain. On our side was a small hill made of massive granite boulders. He climbed the hill, but I chose to go around it, hoping to meet her on the other side. When I arrived, she was nowhere to be seen, and I became worried. Then I heard her calling me from above the hill. She had made it to the top of the rocky hill. I climbed up and found her seated on a two-seater bench made of wood. This seat portion was made of real leather. This bench was enclosed between three giant rocks, one on each side and one behind, forming a sacred enclosure. She invited me to sit beside her, and I did. Our hands touched, my right hand in her left hand, and the energy between us was electric yet calm. As I sat, I suddenly remembered this was where I had left the leather belt from the first dream. The realization hit me with a sense of a divine continuity. But as I looked into her face, I saw she was troubled. Something was upsetting her. We sat quietly side by side, facing east, the river flowing in front of us, and the mountain stood directly across. I turned to her and asked gently, "Are you okay, my darling?" But before she could answer, I woke up. Interpretation. Layers of initiation. This chapter is more than just the beginning of a dream journal. It is a record of initiation. The dream of the Pope's funeral is loaded with spiritual signals. 1. The death of religious systems. 2. Hidden access to sacred truth. 3. Being seen but not stopped by old institutions. 4. The writing of Maid Night is a spiritual elevation. The second dream intensifies it. The green dress girl represents innocence, divine love, and even my inner soul and divine counterpart. The bench, leather, and the three stones are classic symbols of ancestral covenant, resting place, and triune power. The journey downstream and facing east shows that I am aligned with the flow of divine timing and awakening. The most powerful link, the leather belt reappearing at the bench. This is no coincidence. It's a sign that everything I was given in the spirit has a place and time to be used. The girl did not lead me astray. She led me to where I left my power. In short, this dream is mark a spiritual calling, a divine love story, and a personal awakening. And Maid Night, that's not just a phase, it's a status, a soul rank, a mission. I have only just began climbing the mountain, but my feet are already on sacred ground.